Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I made this beat. Yeah, and it's like New Jeans, oh my god type of track. So I'm really excited to break it down how I did this one. Guys, we have a new course opened up right now and it's gonna be amazing. Do you guys know this guy? His name is Tim Tan, who's going to be teaching with me. He is written so many songs like ITZY, 17, Revolvet, aespa, you name it. He's one of the hottest producers. He's gonna be teaching with me. Also Moonji, who's an A&R, who's going to be scouting for talents and songs and is going to teach you guys all about the industry. We're gonna go through the topic of trendy ideas for 23, drum, bass programming, developing ideas into a full track K-pop structure, chord progression, golden tips from the instructors. Guys, this is going to be one of the best courses we've ever released. So I really hope you guys check it out. Yeah, go to this website. It's going to have all the information. The link is going to be down below. It's for beginners too. If you don't know anything about DAW, you can still take this course because we're going to have a special bonus course for you guys. And for advanced members, you guys have the opportunity to try out for my music production team. Guys, don't miss the chance. Early bird is going to close soon, so check it out before the cost gets higher. It's pretty cheap, by the way. We purposely made it like that because we wanted you guys to have an opportunity for all of you guys to learn. We wanted more people to get an opportunity to learn. So shall we get to the song? So let's listen from the beginning. This is the intro. Yeah. Verse. This is so my style. It's like second half of the verse. It's like bossa nova feel, R&B feel with hip hop, K-pop. It's good. And then pre, just a little bit of change up, you know, but not too drastic. And then hit it. Yeah. Yeah, and I did a little switch up here. Okay. Oh Lord, I'm loving this track. It's just there's some tracks that I make and I'm like, wait, I'm very inspired. I love this. Yeah, this is one of them. Let's go from beginning. I was inspired to make this because I heard this loop. And I hear this, I'm like, shoot, I want to make a beat out of that. And I've, processed the sound a little bit and then I loop mash it so I can have a little bit of tape stop type of effect. And a lot of you guys are asking me, what's the point of starting a song if you just start with a loop? Well, a loop can be an idea starter, but what do we do after that is the problem. Because if you just use the loops from beginning to the end, then you're not going to come up with your own flavor. Your creativity is not going to be there. If you use AI from beginning to the end, it's not going to have your flavor. How do you do it? You use inspiration from loops at times, right? And then you build that loop into the way that you want. So in my case, with this, what I did is to really make this chopped vocal effect. So this is the key point. Have one element that you really like and inspire, and add one more element that would really take that to the next level. And to me, it was this vocal chop that I did. And how did I do this vocal chop? Well, I used this loop, which was like this, which goes. Whoa. Okay. This thing is acting up right now. Yeah, so let's go one more time. Okay. Loop mesh, be quiet. It's just all over the place, but I just love the sound. So I'm like, okay, what I do? So I just grab them and I chop it in such a way that melodically it will make sense to me. And it's something that I would enjoy listening to all over and over. So to me, it was... So melodic sense is important, that you don't just drag the loop, but you make it so that it will really fit to what you want to do. And melodic wise, again, I'm adding like bells. So when you do girl group stuff, and it's not like heavy hip hop type of stuff, you can throw in a lot of pretty melody that would really enhance the track. That's why I have more melodic elements than I usually do with like boy groups. And what about this guy? This is just the bass. Look at this bass. Why am I doing this? Check this out. Together with my main loop, without it, now you can see the difference, right? It's because the bottom end is lacking something. And I don't want to throw a heavy bass, but I wanted to throw something to make it... don't you guys like my new camera setting and all that? Oof. I did it, y'all. I look like a professional YouTuber with a webcam. Yeah, I still have a webcam. I'm never going to the camera, guys. It's just too much work and too much money. But yeah, adding this bass is enhancing tiny bit of this loop to make it more fat. Subtle things that are very important. And what about my snap? Yeah, this is all I have for the intro section. And then so I'm introducing drums. But look at this. Look how simple this drum is. It's super simple. So why did I make it so simple? Because listen to my main loop. My main loop is doing all the rhythm. Tan 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 tan. So you don't need to do a whole lot of rhythm because you want that rhythm to shine. So instead of putting crazy drums, I just wanted to start really slow and not make the track too busy. So together, I just have this. Super simple. Yeah. But in my second half of the verse, I'm adding new elements and it goes like this. And the reason why I wanted to do it in the second half is because you don't want to give it away too much from the very beginning of the verse. So let's look at what I did. Drum-wise, I didn't do that much. I'm adding hi-hats and I'm adding ghost drums, ghost snare. Not that much, right? Still keeping it pretty chill, pretty simple. And with my bass, oh, feels good, right? Just by using this. Okay, Now your question is, what 808 am I using, right? Well, I'm just using the 808 that I used to use a lot, which is 808 Warfare. Has really good basic 808 sound that, to me, in my opinion, has one of the fattest, really cleanest bass. So it sounds like this without it, and I have to make it into, yeah. So how do I do that? Well, I'm using Cymatics Diablo. Cymatics, if you're looking at this video, maybe you should consider sponsoring me, because I promote a lot of your stuff, okay? Yeah. So without it, but with this, just more color, right? So, and more fatness. I'm using the word fat a lot. It's not F-A-T. It's P-H-A-T. Is that how you spell? I think so. Boosting the highs a little bit. And then with my fuzz effect, I'm putting a lot of distortion, especially like mid-high area. So they will give that nasty distortion effect, right? And then I'm cutting the highs. You guys notice that I cut a lot of the highs. Why am I cutting the highs? I just don't like when things sound too digital. I think that trend is gone. We're going more towards analog stuff. So that's one of the things that we have to learn. And if you take my course, guys, you're going to learn all the trendy things that you need to learn for year 23, because we have to be on top of the trend and not just follow the trend that has been done before. So yes, check out in the description below. You're going to find all the information about the new course. You guys know Trackspacer? This is one of an awesome plugin that I actually learned from my students. My students sometimes like come up with like really cool stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. So with Trackspacer, you can compress this thing, and you can just have the bottom of your bass be compressed with the kick. So yes, that's how I did my kick. Did I say my kick? My bass, my 808. What else do I have? Together with main. Let's just listen to the instrument. Actually, this is pretty similar. So I'm bringing the elements that I used here, right, in the intro. I'm bringing back the vocal chops, and I'm also using the bell sound here. On top of that, I have this pluck sound that goes like this. Ooh. Doesn't that sound so good? Okay, let's just listen to the synth. It goes like this. It just fills the whole space. And sometimes they're little tiny, yeah, they're tiny things that you need to do to make it more layered together, so it sounds better together. Yes, let's go on to the pre-chorus here. So I'm switching the chords. Why am I switching the chords? Just because I wanted to change up a little bit. Structure-wise, it just felt like if I just continue going with the same idea as the A section, then what are you gonna do for the chorus? I actually wanted to keep the chorus as it is, because I wanted to make the song a little more into like a pop format than too much of a K-pop format, which is actually a trend right now as well. So I wanted to do a tiny bit of change, but not too much of the change. 4, 3, 2 chord progression. Not a whole lot going on here. Drum wise, it's super simple, right? I'm just keeping it with the snap here. By the way, let me break this sound for you guys. Look at my snap sound, okay? It consists of this sound. Oh, don't you love that sound? It's very woody, bamboo type of thing, you know, together with. Yeah. So if you don't have this guy, it sounds like this. It's okay. But with K-pop, always want to experiment, always go another level. And if it's just this, it will sound like this. But together, guys. Yeah. There's depth, interesting element, but also a ta element that gives that attack to your snap. Okay, so my bass doing that and my keys doing this together with my synth pad doing. Did you hear that? That's the bass doing runs. So I'm filling the space. Stop and then yeah. And then build. Yeah, okay, now we're the chorus. Yeah, let's just look at the drums for now. Okay, my drums. It's not doing a whole lot, but it's just doing the things that are very necessary. And listen to my kick and snare. It has a lot of ghost notes to fill in the gap. And I've added another layer of snare to make it more fat. Whoa. So it's doing a lot of ghost notes, but the ghost notes are not just playing like regular gung ta 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 ta. It's doing a lot more than that. Listen to this rhythm here. Ooh, that one note is incredible. Look at that. Listen to this. Those are the fun elements that you gotta add when you're doing like K-pop stuff. Like, don't be too conventional in your rhythms. You know what I'm saying? That jumps a little bit, but it's just enough to make it interesting and not stand out too much. Together with my hi-hat. So why am I chopping it like this? I just wanted to have a little panning effect. So here, I'm panning it to the right 45, and here is left 45. So now I have, you know, it's like going back and forth. And the listeners, they won't be able to quite get it, but it's just gonna be a little more fun to listen to because there's like going from one place to another. If you notice, listen to this section. Listen to my hi-hat. And then second half, listen to my hat. All this is very thoughtful, structured stuff that you need to know when you're doing drum programming. And actually, one of the weeks that we're teaching the course, we're going to really focus on drum programming and bass programming in the course that we're teaching. So check it out. Description down below. I'm doing a lot of ads today. Yes, because it's going to be great, guys. So let's listen to it with the bass and the kick. I mean, this. Oh. And with the main synth. With my other. See how. Listen to this bell sound. So far here, my bell. Simple stuff. And then giving space. But second half, more. So it's increasing in the things that I'm adding to fill the gap, to make it a little more to make it have more dynamics. Another cool effect that I've added here is, listen to this. It has this vocal. Hey, little things like that adds hip-hop elements. Yeah, it's one of those elements that you don't feel like it should be in this song, but in K-pop, things are allowed. You can experiment different ways to make it more fun. And here, I just wanted to add a chant to make it more hip-hop. There is another element that I thought was really cool. It's very subtle. You might not be able to pick it up, but listen to this guitar guy. Very rhythmic stuff, right? Together with my... Yeah. Woo! That's how you use rhythms, guys. To make it more like danceable. To make it feel like it's going faster. But it's not going faster. It's just we're adding more rhythm to make it feel like it's going faster. And together with my vocal chops and the pads. Oh. And then second half, I'm even adding an organ. Yes, like pad with organ and another synth pad effect to it, right? Yeah, using organic elements like organ together with the synth is a really good idea. You always want to add something that feels like live bands. I love integrating two things together and not just keeping it the same. Okay, I think I've broken down this part. Let's go to the verse 2, which I've made a little change here. I wanted to bring something different. And then after this, going back to that pre-chorus idea, right? But in this part, the main change that I made here is, listen to the synth. Yeah, it's like very dreamy effect, you know, but still has that cool feminine type of effect. It sounds pretty, you know, and with this bass. And my kick is completely different. Ooh, it's like a very big kick, but somehow it goes with it, right? And together with my top. That snare, I love that snare. Listen to that. It's just 1, 2, stop. It's just a little tiny flavor, you know, to give a little experimental rhythm at the very end. Yeah, I think that's about it for today. I have the bridge section and stuff too, but I'll do more breakdowns. So if you take this course, we're actually going to do session breakdown every single week, but we're going to expand way more on it, not just using, you know, not just like 15-minute breakdown, but I'm gonna give very specific examples of the songs that that has been already released in the K-pop market. Those are the songs that we're going to use to give you guys a good perspective of a song that has been proven. So yes, once again, Tim Tan and I and Moonji, the A&R, we are going to teach the course that is open right now. So please check it out. It's going to be amazing. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.